like to bring you in here right now. First of all, he said the proscription was announced by the judge, Abdul Farati. They were not, there was no legal representation by IPOB. The announcement was just made. And since 2017, it's been going on. But let me bring you to react to this IPOB and the proscription status right now.
Yes. One thing that I can clearly recall is that there was sharp announcement prescribing those and then activities and then membership or any person membership by and declaring that as a terrorist group. Now the validity or otherwise, or if you like the priority or otherwise, like the acceptance or otherwise by the members of I didn't know that actually had gone on appeal. That is to say, they were dissatisfied
The
that
judge, yeah.
prescription
Order.
order of the court. But I recall that we also had discussion to the fact that what the law requires in terms of determining what is a terrorism would have been approaching the court and getting an court to that effect. And that was done, satisfied our curiosity at the time, because we were challenging that you cannot just wake up and then select what group to proscribe or to proclaim as a proscribed group and designate as terrorist group. But it has to be a clear judicial process, and that went on. But it's the right of anybody who is dissatisfied with any kind of order or judgment. But my concern really now, and again, I may not be able to very clearly analyze this because of the fact that the issues really and then the processes haven't come up. How and on what basis? Who were the parties before the High Court or somewhere in the South that has now held that prescription was invalid, unlawful, constitutional, and then awarded some damages to an amount of 8 billion? If indeed this issue of prescription, and if it is the same, is before the Court of Appeal, on appeal since 2018, I would wonder as a lawyer that if the subject matter and the same party, when a court of competent jurisdiction has determined that matter, haven't examined the issues on the merits, got to an end, because I know it started with some ex parte application. The aspect you were asking has not been court. If it was on the ex parte motion, then you do not have to even put the other party on notice. But that is only for an emergency or an exigency. And it has, in fact, it becomes effective and stays effective only for a short while. But beyond the ex parte motion, I understand that that matter had come to a full determination that led to the prescription of that body as a terrorist group. Now, if the members of the IPOB got dissatisfied and they've appealed on that matter, and according to this statement, that the appeal is pending before the Court of Appeal.
And
the
government's
lawyers again that there was some matter in a court
in Enugu.
In Enugu, precisely. I don't know whether it's a federal high court or a state high court. I believe it's state. In Enugu. And then the judge of the high court entertained and determined that matter. It's until I get the processes to understand clearly what the prayers were, who the parties were, and distinguish that from the original IPOB prescription process that got right now, they say,